Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. David Nappus. I have the opportunity and privilege to be teaching this course, TH 409, Eschatology and Ecclesiology. I'd like to share just a few things about myself and then about the course. First off, both my wife and I are deeply committed followers of Jesus Christ. We work hard at being biblical Christians and not just cultural Christians. And I've written a lot about that through the years. During high school, I would have been voted the least likely person to ever embrace biblical Christianity. I love to mock and taunt and even persecute biblical Christians. And then I became one. And the very church that reached me with the gospel for Christ was the very church that I loved to visit every Saturday night with my friends, probably from being 14 up through the age of 20, where we would throw our empty beer bottles on their parking lot, urinate on their parking lot, and make fun about the Baptists. And then, of course, God would use that church, that very church, to reach me with the gospel of Christ. And it was on Christmas evening in 1979 that I committed my life to know and follow the Lord Jesus. In that first year, I had to defend my personal faith. I didn't know enough about the faith, but my faith I had to defend. I was disowned and displaced. But God blessed me and he restored those broken relationships. I worked then 6 years in aerospace as an engineering analyst on military space applications, grew in the Lord mightily, discipled in a great church, and eventually left that career and embraced vocational ministry. I've been a pastor. I continue to pastor. In 1996 or so, I think in 95, I finished a PhD at Dallas Seminary and then began to teach part-time and then eventually full-time. So I'll be teaching eschatology and ecclesiology. Eschatology is all about God outworking his promise in Genesis 3:15 that the seed of the woman would come and defeat utterly the wicked one. That's what Genesis 3:15 is about. Eschatology is about outworking that plan and how God adds to it. He develops it, he nuances it. Eschatology is not just what happens when you die. It's more than that. It's not just the view of the rapture of the church. It includes that, but it's much more than that. So we'll be looking at general eschatology. Specifically, we'll be looking at the difference of the eternal state and the future kingdom age. We'll be looking at the millennial reign of Christ and the timing of the rapture, along with other issues in eschatology. Ecclesiology, we'll be looking at the nature and purpose of the church with a lot of practical pastoral application. So I hope you will enjoy the course. To get to know more about me, go to my webpage, www.davidnappus.com. Okay, www.davidnappus.com. And I think you'll get a sense about me there by looking at my publications. There's probably 30, 40, maybe 50 articles on there. And you can review them and again, get a little bit of sense about who I am. So I hope you'll consider taking the course. And I hope if you do take the course, it will be just a great blessing to you. And I hope that you will follow Christ with all of your heart. We are called to a noble task to pastor his church. So again, blessings to you. Look forward to having you in the class.